Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Synthwave Hangout, episode 49, I think. I really should start checking this more. As always, I'm Dave from Memory Design.
And I am Windows from Woren, from Dominic.
From Dominic. I'm, wait, what was the name that you never wanted people to call you? Oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't say it on the
air. Late for dinner.
Late for dinner, there it is. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, don't ever call me late for dinner or Shirley.
Right. How you doing today, Dom?
I'm all right, man. You know, just got a bunch of, like, things I have to get ready to do after the show. You know, kids got to go to a birthday party / Halloween party thing.
Ooh.
You know, just a bunch of running around to do, but that's fine. You know, no big deal. Get to do the one cool thing before I got to go do all the boring stuff.
Right. For me, after this show, I'll be on the Heartbeat Hero Halloween show. So people people should definitely go over and check over that. If you remember, the only thing I asked for my birthday last year is that you see this show. So it's fine. Whatever. You know, it's good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll move on.
You know,
I'll move on.
I'm just full of disappointment. It's fine.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Full of disappointment. Okay. Oh man, now that was the perfect transition. I could just been. And speaking of full of disappointment, you know, this week we have a very special guest.
Speaking of full of disappointment, I listened to your new album yesterday.
Right. No, I was referring to our guest today, who we're both friends with. But I would never say that in a serious way because that is the most opposite. Never. Not publicly though. I know privately you say that, but
yeah. Privately we say all sorts of things. It's fine.
Right, but let's stop delaying this as I hear Matt bubble it up in here. Everyone, please welcome our guest, LAPSES, aka Matt Cannon. It's nice to have you here.
Hi, it's nice to be here. Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
I'm stoked.
Our pleasure. Yeah, I know. Dom probably knows a lot more about stuff about like your films and music and all the sorts of stuff. So Dom, please feel free to hop in at any point. Normally, I kind of run these interviews more so, but I feel like this Dom has a lot of questions he wants to ask too. Is that accurate, Dom?
No, I have nothing.
Okay, great. Well, I got nothing too, so it's been a pleasure having you on, Matt. It's been a pleasure.
Matt and I talk almost every day, and like it's always a joy to have his company, and having him on the show today is very special to me. So
yes, me too.
It's well, I appreciate it, and I've talked to Dom for such a long time, and he's been kind of the one who's been revitalizing so much kind of passion in making music, and he's always the one I've talked to, and he'll go, "I don't know why you're not making more music." So
that's right.
It's great. It's great to have that. Great to have that kind of person.
I literally love your style, and I love the way you make it, and I love your passion when you speak about it.
Yeah.
And like you can just tell you love doing it, and that's the thing is like, so I'm always just like, let's go.
Well, I'll ask you in a second to talk a little bit about the project, but before you do, or like your music, I always call it a project, but you know what I'm saying. But I think for me, the thing that initially attracted me to your sound, specifically the Intercorp stuff, was the vibe. And I'm sorry if this is not the vibe you were going for, but I think it might be. Was kind of like music you might hear behind a like video you're forced to watch at work about some office thing happening. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I love it so much. And I don't know why I have this nostalgic connection to that, because I don't have some history of that being a thing in my life, but I'm immediately attracted to it. So why don't you tell people a little bit about LAPSES and some of your other stuff that you're doing as well?
Oh man, it's kind of a huge chasm of stuff I'm doing, but mostly what LAPSES is, it's a project I've been doing for a long time. It developed from kind of doing horror, synthwave kind of stuff back in 2013, 14, and then it kind of just evolved over time to what is now sort of like what you're describing, much more kind of like an instructional video style music of playing. And yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to describe because I've been doing it for so long, but I love doing conceptual stuff, and I didn't really get to do a lot of conceptual stuff in the beginning, because a lot of what I do kind of revolves around just different ideas. But this form of Lapses I do right now is called Intercorp, which is it's just pretty much what you said, like in sounds of like you might hear on an instructional video, but I kind of took it to another level by creating a character around it that I can go on stage and perform, which is I end up going under the moniker Matt Lapses on stage, where I'm this completely unprepared, almost like a self-help instructor who just has no idea what he's doing. And so
that's amazing.
It's epic. It's really good.
It's fun. It's a really good time. I mean, I get to do it on stage whenever I get a chance, and it's not as much as I want to, but yeah, the brief way of describing what Lapses is, it's pretty much just kind of like almost whatever I feel like doing half of the time.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, you don't want to be stuck into like a box.
I was gonna say you're also doing other things musically, or you have things in the works, I should say, musically, that I find very intriguing and interesting. You know, as far as the Little Monsters thing, which I if you haven't heard Kirsten, please take some time and listen to Kirsten. It's like, to me, it's a brilliant track.
Oh, we'll be taking some time later in the show to listen to it, actually.
Oh, hey, yes. Okay, I should have asked, but I didn't want to like put my influence in so much.
Oh, your influence is all over the place. Don't worry about that.
Well, I mean, what can I do? I spread my influence everywhere I go, you know?
I knew I had to clean it off last night. It's okay.
I love you so much. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can always take this like to the nenext level without actually saying it.
Right.
I know Craig's probably itching to get in on this joke right now.
Right. Craig's really into this joke.
This is gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna go in a very uncomfortable direction.
Bringing his influence everywhere he goes.
No, but that, I mean, like, to your point, like I do. So on top of what I do is Lapses. I'm a film composer. I've been doing film scores since 2017, and it kind of takes a little bit of a break from doing Lapses material. Although some stuff I do in Lapses will kind of leak into the films I've worked on, depending on the director and like what they like and all that. And so, but yeah, that's what I mostly do. I would say is the big balance. But I with Intercorp, I try to continuously go back to Lapses as something I can always have something fun to go back to. But like I said, it's a push and pull anymore with doing score work and then doing Lapses.
I can imagine. I can imagine that would bleed over pretty easily, honestly, because. Especially with the style, at least from what I believe is kind of the style you make music in. I could see you maybe doing both projects and being like, oh, I wonder if this might be a better sound for Lapses. You know, like have you ever had that happen where you're making a film score and you're like, maybe I'll just hold this one off for my solo thing.
That's really funny you mention that, because I worked on a film score that I actually didn't get a job on, and it was a movie I actually played a part in called Pizza Party Massacre, and it's now actually it's.
I love all the movies you're in, by the way, and all the movies. The names are always so amazing. They're just the kind I like. Like anything that reminds me of Wood Chipper Massacre, I'm always in for. Like at all times.
Classic Don and Michelle movie right there, man. But so the guy who directed it hired me originally as a composer. He also hired me as an actor in the movie. I played a detective in the film. So
the best part, the best line ever.
But I was hired to do the music, and there's actually a couple cues in the movie from what I've done, but the director told me he wanted a specific scene done in a very specific style. He said, scored the scene for me. Let me hear it afterwards. I'll tell you what I think. I scored it. I gave it back to him. He said, you know what? I don't really think it fits. Could you try something like this instead? And he sent me a YouTube video of a supermarket instructional video, like someone being trained.
Oh.
And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out.
I think I can do this, right?
Yeah. And I listened to it, and it's really hard to hear, but to hear it's like a lot of like brass and like I don't know, orchestral hits and like just like slap bass, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great. But ever since I heard that, it was kind of like, that's like what you mean, like you hear something that changes you. That changed that's like, oh my god, that's going to influence something down the road. And eventually that was the start of what became a much more of an upbeat style from doing horror stuff. Even though I was still doing horror stuff at that time, like Lapses stuff was starting to get more upbeat and positive from that.
I don't know why, but like, you know, those instructional videos nowadays, when we watch them, they're funny but also a little creepy in a way to me personally. And so, like, you know, with the Intercorp stuff, especially, I don't know if this is the vibe you were going for on it, but like, you know, you have great titles for this stuff, and it really hits home on this like 90s motivational stuff, you know, where it's like you basically, it's like all you need is this, you know, like that kind of stuff, and it's got a creepy vibe to me to it. Also, it's almost like you just can't stop like bleeding that you know, feel into stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of. We've gone through this though in phone conversations a lot, but I'm a huge fan of the way he names his tracks as well, because they're I don't know, they're just like, I was gonna say, it's no is not an answer. It always made me laugh.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know, like. Thank you. Yeah, like it's just like weird titles that I would think would be kind of like they would just be very over exaggerated kind of titles to like to this whole persona, and every song title has to be something that is like your dreams are right around the corner, or you know, don't stop now, like, you know, you know,
what was the
like
one I always kept saying to you all the time was I think it was like be the best you.
Right.
Be the best you. That might be the next album title, man. I'm thinking about that.
There you go. Yeah.
There is it's
only
kind of
you
like,
can be the best you or something like that. I forget how I worded.
It's kind of like
that. Was it. No, you said
be the best. What was it, Tom?
I said I think it might have been the only you can be the best you. It sounds so ridiculous.
A lot of these titles remind me of, like, you know, you're in an office and every morning everyone's forced to stand up and like say some affirmation. You know, like in Office Space, you know, or the is this good for the company is hanging above everyone's cubicle. You know, like that's the vibe that I feel from all this stuff, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, that's the almost the comedy to it is that how it's trying to appear helpful when in fact it's so detrimental and self-destroying.
Right.
But
disheartening.
But I love it. The stage shows are pretty much that. Like I pretty much just play the character, and by the end of the performance, I'm just completely distraught, and I'm probably the only person in the entire room who needs the real help.
Right.
So
it takes a lot out of you to do that, man. I bet, because like you, it
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it's hard to be fake inspirational on stage while also remembering, you know, all of your you know, your lines, and then you have to remember like the music and like how to play everything. That's a lot of work. You put in a ton of effort, and that's the thing is I want people to realize that, though, like how much effort goes into what you are doing, because it requires a level of being brave, and then also just having to be intentionally like absurd, you know, on top of like, you know what I mean, like on top of doing all the music. It's just
it's a performance art, you know.
Ton of respect.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
it's
go on. Sorry.
No. You, sir. I'll just go.
I was just going to say, we're coming up at the half-past time where I have to rudely interrupt everyone's conversation to move on, as I warned you about. But we have two special kind of tracks in this next block here. So it's kind of an interesting one. The first track in this was actually a early preview that VHS Dreams sent to me and asked if we'd play it on the show. And it's from his upcoming album. So this is not released anywhere. This is a premiere. And it's kind of a surprise for everybody in the audience. And then, so that's going to be coming up first. And then the last song in the block features none other than my favorite artist, Gamma Flow, with some other people that I've never heard of.
I love you so much.
Their newest song that just came out.
I was sitting here like thinking, like, don't do it. Don't say my name. Don't say my name. And then you're like, damn.
No, we got Dom's new song coming up, and the last song in the block, so we can all praise him after and put fire emojis in
don't
the
do
chat.
that. No fires, nothing. Just tell me how bad it is, and that's fine.
So Matt, if you could just make a list of everything you appreciate about Dom, and that will be the rest of the show when we come back. I appreciate that.
That's fine. It'll be about 3 pages long, but no problem.
Right.
I'll hate it. And
I need to hear a scroll.
Memory design.
I need to hear a scroll bouncing off the table and rolling onto the floor when you like the whole list of compliments. That's what I want to hear.
Just me melting into my chair.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Super embarrassed and okay.
All right, so let's move on to this, and then we'll come back right after this block. So this first one up is a cover of Party All the Time by VHS Dreams featuring Jay Matthews. Here we go. Whew, and we're back. What a great track, Tom. And
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I mean, jokes aside, that is, I really like that one. Although when I saw a car come into the chat, my initial thought was, wouldn't this just be epic if the song just stopped its current vibe and burst into like this like massive guitar solo and then went right back into like blue, 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 just right after.
Or it just went into like some sort of distorted hardcore track.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, you broke out in the middle with like that, classic, like high pitched, like hardcore singer refrain for no reason with screaming in the background.
It's just a breakdown. Yeah, breakdown with like real heavy keg action.
Right.
Somebody hitting a keg.
You could do that, and then go back into like have a big stop, like a
like this the keg.
Oh,
that would be expected, but probably expected because if we're gonna transcend the vaporwave genre, we have to do something that is unexpected.
Yes,
like that.
That's true.
So, and distort the fuck out of it and slow it down even more.
Yeah, there you go, Dom. That's your next thing. You need to make distorted hardcore and slow that into vaporwave.
He could.
On it. I'm on it. I'm done. I can do it. I got it. I'm already messing around with some shoegaze stuff. Dave's heard it. So
hold on a second. Oh, I just got an email from Dom. He has a 10-track album done already. That's weird.
Yep.
Let me just download that right now.
It's what was the joke we were making the other day? Pseudo-dose? You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It was like we were joking about like what if all my songs came back as like AI, and I'd be like, no, I swear.
Right. And forever you had this like scarlet letter on you, and it's like, that guy, I've heard rumors about that guy.
Like you're just making like a big deal about it. You're freaking out. And everyone's like pseudo-dose, like messing with me or something.
Right. I don't remember if we mentioned this before last week's show or on the show, but like going forward, the key is going to be making music that's not very good and mixed badly, just to prove that it's not made with AI.
Yeah, that's going to be the new thing. Is everyone's going to be like, look, it sounds like crap. Okay,
right.
That it can't be AI.
Right, and then
if that were we could do it. That's it.
What'd you say? Sorry, I was talking over you. Say that again.
No, I said if that's the truth, anybody can do this genre. If that's the case.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Look, it gets popular. It gets popular, and then
it's gotten to the point where everybody's so paranoid that everyone's gonna think that because there's like this mass paranoia about AI music now.
Yeah.
It's like,
about people accusing you. About people accusing you and stuff, right?
You just make it sound like shit, and then you just play it and you're like, there you go. Can't do that with Suno Ken.
Right. And then you tell everyone you're like playing 4D chess. You're like, yeah, but look at this, came back clean.
It's got that wah, and then a fart noise in it at different points.
But it has to be imperfect too, because AI would immediately try to perfect it.
Right. Exactly. So, see, I'm glad we're all on the same page for this future project we're about to announce together.
The super offbeat, really shitty sounding album that we're going to put together.
All sampled sounds of just farts and just kind of re-looped to make it sound even better.
Farts and various clown horns and noises.
Right.
Perfect.
So this all seems like a really good plan. So I suppose the show will end early and we can get right to work on that if you guys are free for the whole day.
I think we should dedicate the next 4 months. We'll just tell our families that, hey, we're busy.
Right.
And, call the jobs and everything and be like, listen, can't come in. We got this big project we're working on. It's going to take us to the next level.
Right. You come to school, like kids go to school and you get a call and they're like, so they were talking about you putting microphones on your butt and recording something, and we wanted to check or something. And you're like, yeah.
I'm like disheveled. I haven't showered.
Right.
My hair is really long. And I'm just like, listen, I'm in the middle of like a breakthrough. Okay. I don't have time for that.
Okay, close the bathroom door. Get out of here.
Why are you in my house? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I just realized we're in the middle of a conversation that we joke about the show killer conversation, like when we got into talking about grass like 2 shows ago or whatever that was. This is it. This is the end of the show. I mean, forever. This is a show killer.
I think that's a big topic. Sorry, guys.
I think the grass conversation was very good. Actually, very informational.
Yeah. For sure. Just like this. Now watch. You're gonna have a big artist come out with something with clown horns, and they're gonna be like, I just thought of it, and you'll be like, I don't know where I got the idea.
From.
Knew it.
Well, I mean, we already got us to Clowncore, so Clowncore's already done. So you gotta go past that now.
That's true.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
God, what's his name, dude? Who's the dude that does the drums on there and stuff? I forget his name every time. Very famous drummer, or really, really great drummer. But like that, you're talking about the guys from the Adult Swim stuff, right?
Yeah, who like hiding like a porta
I
potty.
absolutely love that.
Yeah.
What did you just say, Dom? Sorry, you guys both canceled each other out on my end, anyways.
Oh, I apologize. No, I was saying that the Clowncore stuff was like stuff that was on like this Adult Swim. Like it would be like pop up as like in between the shows.
Yeah.
And it's these two very, very good musicians playing like jazz metal synths.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous, but it's so good.
Yeah, like in a porta potty, just like in an enclosed porta potty.
I've heard. I've never seen that though. I'm sure I can find that pretty easily.
It's really good.
It's ingenious. It's great.
So, Matt, you still have to go a little bit early, right? So you got about 40 minutes left.
Yeah. So probably like 12:30.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. So yeah, I have to do family stuff. Like, yes.
So we should get into we got your blocks up right now. So we should get into those so we can talk about your music and promote it and everything. We're just in here shooting the shit like we're just talking in general, but we're here for a purpose, people.
Sure.
Louis Cole, that's his name, the guy who plays the drums and stuff. But yeah, amazing musician. And then I forget the saxophone's name is Sam something, but it's really good. But yeah, we should move on.
Check it in.
So we've been talking a lot about the Intercorp stuff, and the first two songs are from those Intercorp projects, and the last one on this first block is from Hexercise. So we talked a little bit about Intercorp already. Do you want to say anything about Hexercise before we get into hearing this block?
The shortest description I can say is Hexercise is it was a movie I made back in 2018. I shot as a short film, but it was actually the music came first, and then the movie came after that. So yeah, it's a horror, upbeat horror concept, basically about a gym in the 80s that gets that was originally built on top of a satanic church. And how this entity resurfaces years later after an aerobics instructor unleashes it inside of a boombox. But yeah,
amazing.
Actually, thank you. Yeah, it was a really fun movie to really fun movie to shoot. I'm just trying to get through it really quickly, but. Yeah, I mean it's still doing great right now, and we got a re-release of it right now through a label called Consonant Collective. But yeah, it's a great album. It's definitely one of the ones that people talk about the most. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah, and again, awesome name, and you really hit the nail on the head with all of these film names and everything that I'm always hearing about.
My wife came up with the name.
Oh, well, good.
My wife came up with the name.
That's amazing.
She's great at coming up with stuff. She actually helped me shoot some of the stuff in the movie, and yeah, she's like the undisclosed hero in this conversation in a way.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's really good to hear. All right, well, let's get into some of this stuff because we've been talking about our, this, like behind a training video music or whatever. And if people don't know what we're talking about, you're about to find out. So, all right. So we'll come in right after the Hexercise track, and then we can talk about the next stuff. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
See you in a little bit.
And we're back. And I guess I'm curious about when you go to make a song like this, like everyone has or songs like we just heard, everybody kind of has a different process that they go through. I mean, like I think of my stuff in my head and try to put down what I'm thinking. Dom just sits down and comes up with something on the spot. Like, how does it work for you? Is there like a way it tends to work, or is it all over the place, or what?
It's really all over the place. I mean, I know it's like I think I told you last night we were doing like a pre-call that I have horrible attention deficit disorder.
Yeah.
So I can't remember the last thing I said half the time, and so I can barely remember how a lot of these songs were really created. I know a lot of the Intercorp stuff kind of came out just sort of like, I mean, if it's a process, it's like listening to other people's music. I know I listen to a lot of like styles of this kind of music to sort of play and imitate. Right. I would listen to. It's almost like listening to temp tracks for working on a film project. Like I'll get from a filmmaker. Mm-hmm. I'll kind of like just go through all that stuff and kind of take inspiration.
Yeah, like inspiration.
Yeah, and like in the chat here, I think Craig said about Beyond the Mind's Eye. That's another one. Sorry, my son's yelling in the background.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, like a lot of it just kind of like it happens kind of just by being excited or inspired by something. Like a Hectorcise track was inspired by a movie called Blood Rage, and the score was done by oh god, I can't think of his damn name. He scored movies like My Bloody Valentine, movie called The Prowler. God, I can't think of the guy's name, and I've actually been on.
I hate trying to remember things. Every time, I'm the worst about it. Like,
I love that somebody else knows Blood Rage. Honestly, I'm very happy to hear that name.
It's one of the best slasher films.
It's an excellent slasher film.
Yeah, but yeah, like the opening track to that film was really inspirational to The Burn.
Sure.
A lot of the inflections from that opening kind of plays into the song. So yeah, a lot of it comes from like film and stuff I listen to, but like playing it and putting it together, like I really could barely answer that question. I use a lot of plugins and
sure,
all sorts of crazy stuff. But,
well, a lot of it goes either way. When we don't always bring this up, but when we do, it's like people either have this like process where it's almost like they're in this like altered state, and it's like I don't know, I just hit the keyboard, I don't remember anything, or they're like this very accurately described how they they do this, and it's like very planned out and everything.
I know. I think that makes total sense too, because you really do go into like a kind of like a lucid state when you write. It's like going into a flow state when you write a song.
Sure.
You just kind of like you really just don't even think about it, and you end up with something, and you kind of like build it over time too. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I think the problem a lot of the time is when I do try to think about it, nothing happens. Like I'll get in my head, and then I can't find like the correct note that is in my brain because that note does not exist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like the note is like it in my head has got like 5 notes in one or something probably, and then it's like and then the way it's processed in my brain, there's no way I can actually make it sound like it is in my head, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, it really is that kind of thing where you sort of feel like if you're trying to do it, it really doesn't work or ever come out. But yeah, I think honestly, if you're kind of just like I've said to you before about writing music, and we talked on the phone about, because me and Don both crown each other's shoulders about our tracks,
right.
or art. And I'll always say, if you're not excited about doing the thing that you're doing, then you need to find a way to get excited about it.
Right.
That's a really good way of saying it.
Find something that gets you like actually like happy to do it and excited to do it.
One of the greatest feelings. One of the greatest feelings for me is when I get going on a track that I really like, and then what I do is I'll put it, on my phone, and then I'll listen to it in headphones and walk around, and then I'll realize I've been doing that for like 10 minutes. Right, or something like that. I just like lose connection, and then I'm real excited about it. And those always seem to be tracks that do okay, I guess. Okay for me anyways. Yeah. So I mean, it must be tapping into something.
It's unconscious, I think, too, but like you're playing with this idea of listening to something that's enticing you, or something that you're thinking about excites you. And I just think that that we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make things that we're not excited about, and you know, it's what you're surrounding yourself with. But real quick, Richard Einhorn was the name of the composer who did Blood Rage. He's also done so many other great soundtracks, from Shockwaves to a movie called The Prowler. And
Prowler, that's a good one too.
And I think he did My Bloody Bloody Valentine. I think, but yeah.
That's got a great soundtrack in it also. And just a quick comment on Blood Rage. That has maybe one of my favorite horror covers, VHS covers. That's the one with the woman's reflection in the knife, right? That's I love that cover. I own that, I believe, on VHS. I've got a collection of all this stuff packed away. You know,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I used to collect, you know, back in the day, so I may be mistaken on that. But I've got a bunch of those ones packed away.
The Prism, the PRISM Prism, the company that's the Prism put out that VHS that you own. Yeah,
I'll have to check because that might be cooler. It might be cooler. I might be saying something that's like cool to VHS collectors that is not true. So I'll have to go double check. You know, that I actually
you're accurate. Blood Rage is the woman like screaming.
No, I mean that I actually have the VHS. You know, my collection is all put away. I don't know if I just wanted it and tried to look for it, or actually.
Well, here's the thing: is now you've already said you had it, so it's fine. It's not like anyone's going to actually fact check you. It's fine. You know.
Right,
you have to come to your house.
Right, that's good.
Right, we're gonna come. Right, just like a whole slew of people just show up at Dave's house. Like, all right, let's see it. Come on.
Right, exactly.
Show it.
It's all porn. Like, Dave.
This is not right.
But it's all hidden.
It's got like the old school covers on them still. But inside, when you pull the tape out, it's just porn.
Right, it's all hidden inside, like, you know, old VHS stuff. Like you open up like a hack-a-lantern. I love this. It's like, what is this? You know?
What is this? Little Monsters? I love that movie. No. Dave's like, no. It's out of your hands.
Don't put it on. No, it's gonna be great. I love this film. You're like, oh god, like why? What's Little Monsters?
I'll get the kids. Don't worry.
Right, get all the kids around. No, don't do that.
No. It's fine.
I don't need to do that.
So we're coming up to 12:30. I mean, we're just we still got your second block. So let's talk about that a little bit and move on so that we can say
Hold on, real quick. I just want to add to that joke is that when you finally find the porn covers, they're actually filled with the actual movies, like the movies. So it's like the opposite.
Right, I'm such a nerd that's what I do just to like try to look cool to like my friends in the 90s. I'm like, check this out. You know?
So you actually do have these movies? Yeah, of course.
Or you hide them from people who really want them, just stick them in the porn.
Right, exactly.
Right. Yeah. I don't want anyone taking them, okay?
So in this next block, we have the song Kirsten that Dom really likes that we'll hear, but also you have a song that's not out yet. That if you want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. So song that you're going to hear in this block here is a cover from the Ramones called Pet Sematary. I didn't know what to do for Halloween. I used to do a lot of Halloween like dedication tracks. Like they mostly were like John Carpenter style stuff.
Right.
And then this year, I don't know. I thought it'd be cool to do something still Halloween related, but kind of different, like maybe a little unexpected. Doing like a synthwave or like a I don't know if I guess it's like a synthwave version of like a punk track.
Yeah.
And. Yeah, so my buddy Mike Treblecock, and that's actually how his name is said, is another composer friend of mine who I asked to do vocals on it, and
I'm such a child.
No, I was going to say I'm sure he's never heard anything about that name before.
Yeah, right. I bet he's never got any jokes, or he's never heard any of the things that are popping up in my head right now.
If he's listening right now, and he's like, "That's actually not how it's pronounced at all."
Right.
So. Sorry, and we could say treble penis if we want.
Right, okay, right. That's the way to do it.
We'll go there.
I love you so much, dude. That's so...
No, but he did a great job. And my buddy Mike is a great composer. We kind of are sort of we have the same clients. We work kind of with the same people, and he's a great musician from a band called the Killjoys. It's a Canadian band that was big in the 90s. It did they were like an alternative rock kind of like alternative rock punk, sort of like
Nice.
Sunny Day Real Estate with like
Right.
maybe like Pavement. Anyway, great track. Really fun to work with it.
Just real quick, if you could say something like, so you picked one track that wasn't yours, a song by Laserhawk, and I'm wondering why did you pick that one out of every track available? What about that track is meaningful?
I love that track. I mean, Skull and Shark is really, in my opinion, quintessential dark wave, synthwave. When the scene was kind of bursting open around, like, I guess it was like 2014, 13. And it's kind of like, you know, something I grew up with and influenced me. Laserhawk and Miami Nights, Trevor something,
Right.
all those guys were kind of like, even Jordan F, like all those guys who kind of came up in the beginning influenced everything we do. Power Glove.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Legends.
it was huge. They were huge, but yeah, it's a song that's just close to my heart.
Yeah,
I would say.
it's a quintessential album for sure. And so like when you picked that, I was like, I get this. You know, like it's a great album.
So good. And if anybody is getting into synthwave now and has not deep dived onto Laserhawk Skull and Shark, you need to listen to it right now.
Absolutely. I'll be posting
really
a link when the song's playing, so check it out if you've never heard it before. But let's get into this so that we can say a quick goodbye before you have to jump off early.
Thanks, man.
Yep. So here
Appreciate
is first up, we got your the Pet Cemetery cover premiere, and then we'll go through them. So we'll see you after this block.
Oh yeah.
And we're back, and perfect timing too. If anyone's watching the clock, just enough time to say our goodbyes to Matt. How is your right? Wait, what if we were just
I'm not good with goodbyes. I don't want to say goodbye.
We're just like goodbye, and we just kick you off the show. We're like, anyways, so just keep going on.
That would probably appropriate. That's fine with me.
I think you would probably be the only person I could do that with who wouldn't be offended, and you'd be like, I get it. I get the joke here. What's going on?
Okay. That's I know where I'm wanted.
Right. Dom's all mad at me. He's like, why are you doing that to my friend? Jeez, wait.
Don't be mean to my friend, bro, all right?
Jeez, okay, God.
Trying to bring him into the group, okay?
Yeah, right. Gotta get him to compose for my film.
No, it's never gonna happen.
Right, now it's never gonna happen. Sorry, Dom, your dream is dead. But I know you got some family stuff going on, and like we've been talking, like I feel that too. I got stuff going on too. But the fact that you have this going on and still took the time to come on with us, it means a lot to me because I absolutely get that stress of doing it all back to back. So thank you so much. Anytime. It was great being on here with you guys. You guys run one of the best YouTube podcast synthwave shows I've heard. It's just really great. Thank you. Very down to earth. Yeah, no problem. I really appreciate that,
man. That means a lot, honestly, because we really do try to keep things light and not make it like this like super structured thing, and,
right?
You know, because it's I don't know to break up the monotony. You know what I mean?
No, it's you guys really have a great connection, and I've told to Dom that you really have this good relationship with artists, and same with you, Dave. You guys both have a good looseness and a realness where everyone tries to play a character.
It's because I have all this blackmail on Dave.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, right.
He has to be nice to me. So.
Right. Yeah, my wife thinks I'm at a job right now, secretly, but I'm doing this, right? I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work.
Tell her I pay you. Tell her I pay you and then pay yourself.
Right. Oh, look, we got another check from Dom for the Synthwave Hangout. That's how it works.
Yeah, we can all thank Dom for our side.
What'd you just say?
Thank you guys. Really.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I said we can run around in my kitchen. I said we can all thank Dom for employing us without getting paid. So
yes, that's right.
That's right. I just have all this dirt on everybody. I'm like, August of 2003.
Right. You just text me.
Any bells?
You just text me Cabo 1997, and I'm like, yeah. So Dom's track is amazing. It's
amazing. I love him. Everything he does is great.
Everything is amazing. Okay. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone checks out your stuff. And you're definitely welcome back. I'd love to have you back on the show. We can keep talking about this stuff. And I wanted to talk about movies a little bit today. We did get a chance to do that. I mean, like, God forbid.
Yeah, we can start the Third Wheel podcast.
Right. God forbid we talk off the show, right? That there's no other way we could communicate about this stuff. So
yeah, don't talk to my friend. Don't talk to my friend.
Best way. Yeah, shit. Honestly, the best way for you guys, if anybody wants to look at my stuff or the work I've done, my name, they can check out my name on IMDb as Matt Cannon. I have a list of movies I've done. I recently did a movie called The Farmer and the Shark, which is a documentary. It's a Jaws adjacent documentary I just got done working on. So check it out when it comes out on streaming at some point. Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff I've done in movies, and it's like I said, it's what I probably do more than LAPSES at the moment, but like that's why I try to continue doing this. But
he's an amazing dude. He's very talented. Check him out, and if you don't, then I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, just put your IMDb in the chat right now so people can link to it.
Please. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. Matt LAPSES Cannon is my handle on Instagram. So yeah, say hey, what's up? I'm around.
Yeah, shoot him plenty of praise. All right,
right.
Like
only high compliments.
Let's get this man to make more music for our beautiful little ears to listen to. So.
Yes, I agree.
Fart wave forever, baby.
The farty bass.
That's the best parting words here, right? Party.
All right, guys, it was a pleasure.
Yeah,
a real pleasure. Brother. I love you, man. Glad you're here. Take it easy, dude. Be safe.
All right, we'll talk soon. Later, Matt.
Thanks. See ya.
Oh man, so now it's just you and me, and now I have to talk to you.
Yep. just the two of us.
So I don't know. You still doing music or something?
Say that again.
You still doing music, or are you still?
I roll my face on the keyboard here and there, for fun, to see if there's anything cool that sounds I make, and then go just roll with that.
Do you know what's really funny? I turned my head like I was acting when I said that to the side of the mic, which is why you couldn't hear me.
You're like, hey,
I'm on my own show, I guess, down here to nobody.
Pretend that you're right next to me.
Right. I just look out the window. There's a window,
Maybe
coming.
one day.
Go ahead. Sorry.
One day, if things go well enough, we could do the show together. You never know. You know what I mean?
No.
One day if things ever go well enough, I'll literally have your house airlifted to my backyard, and then we'll be good.
No. Remember, we can never meet in person.
You just wake up one day and you hear like helicopters.
Right. Yeah, it's like the movie Up, right? And you're just
right, yeah. They just like lift you guys while you're in the house. You're like, I got a basement.
Right, there's a basement, just pipes everywhere, just
you're
spewing
like hanging
water
onto the stairs to go down to the basement.
Right, they call you and they're like, so good news, the house came up. The bad news, it's only the top floor. And
we didn't get the basement or the mid-level, so it seems like I think we just kidnapped Dave's child. I think that's what we did.
Yeah. My daughter's the only person asleep upstairs, and it's like, it's for a show. Right, I'm just like screaming up at her. Right?
Don't worry about it.
right. She's like, what?
I'll treat her like she's my own.
Oh my god.
Dude, listen. But for real, I think that would be really cool one day if we ever got to do that. It'd be really.
It would be cool to do.
My
like
kids
if
are
we
almost,
ever.
My kids are trying to invade the last like 30 seconds here. I don't know if you can hear them right now.
No, I can't. Which is, I can never hear them when you think we can. The dog comes through, the kids don't.
Ready? Say hi. This is everybody on the radio. All of them. They're all here. Yeah, so that's a extent of the conversation you're going to get is just her saying, who is it?
I didn't even hear what she said. See?
She said, who is it?
Oh, my God.
But I said it's everybody, and she just kept getting upset.
Oh, perfect. Well, why don't we, let's go on to this next block, because we're only a half hour left, and you can go deal with that adventure, and then we can come back
I don't
and
want
talk for a little bit.
Nope, sweep kicks all around. I'm just kidding. I love my kid.
Sweep kicks all around.
I just take them down everywhere I
Right. This is the only part of the show that, like, the courts clip, and they're like, what did you mean
by
this?
Right. He said he sweep kicked them? You're like, no, I was kidding.
That's so funny. I almost made it because I said we were going to move on to the next track, and it just went into the next song that's up. So in about, I was going to say in about 30 seconds, but everyone's going to hear it.
Your inner clock is working.
It's going to scare the heck out of everybody. I'll tell you that when it pops in. But let's move on to that song so people don't have to wait too long. This next one is the Light Source remix of Dream Pockets Drift Off featuring Outrunner.
Eyes closed, let go and
And we're back. That was a perfect ending, 15 minutes right before the end of the show. I timed that perfectly, of course, on purpose. Dom, you may compliment me now. And the compliment never came. Well, Dom,
Did I get you?
Oh, man, I was just saying, well, Dom apparently died. And,
I told you I was going to wait a long time to do this to you, okay? Like I told you.
No, you didn't get me. I knew what was going on. You waited just a little bit too short, honestly.
I knew I should have waited just a little bit longer, but I was like, how much dead air should I
I'll tell you what,
leave?
if you had waited another 30 seconds, I would have announced you were dead and then just moved on.
I don't know if I could wait that long, dude. I don't know if I could wait like that long. I would drive me nuts.
You're in your head, you're like, well, he is my friend, but this is a running joke. But I know
exactly,
he'll really
that's what I was
hate
just
it.
like, he's your friend. You can't just leave him hanging that long.
Right. No, I'll have to come on and announce some fake serious illness I have or something like that, just to force you to say something. Oh my God.
Play on my empathy like really hard.
Right, like I was waiting to the end of the
I
show.
just broke my leg.
Right.
It's no big deal or anything. I'm like, oh man, that's terrible. Like, I got you now.
Right, it's like I want to talk about my diagnosis, and you don't say anything, and I'm like, well, I guess no one cares. All right, everyone, have a nice day. Just hang up the show and hang up the call, and then I won't answer your phone call. Right, you come in, I pretend not to hear you. I won't answer your text for like 3 weeks just as a joke, just to get you back.
Oh my gosh, that would kill me inside.
Oh my God.
Like, what did I do? You'd be getting these like manic texts.
Right. All right.
I'm sorry.
So I gotta get up on time, but I want to talk about a few because I'm gonna be myself, Pale Vision, who was in this chat, Pashang, and some others are gonna be on the Heartbeat Hero show that's starting a little bit after mine on Twitch. So definitely, if you want to see us, we're gonna be on camera in costume doing trivia and there's the whole other part of the show too that's very interesting. So definitely check that out after if you have time. Dominic's abandoning me, but if anyone else is interested in joining, we will definitely be there. So
yeah, we got a B-Day party / Halloween party that I got to go sit and slog through and talk to random strangers. I'm just gonna do my normal rant and rave for an hour and then just leave. So I'll go.
Right. You just got to go there and have a really, really sharp negative opinion on something that doesn't matter, like potato chip brands, or something like that, where everyone's just annoyed with you, but they're wondering if you've got some other additional problem going on. So they feel too shameful to say anything.
Hey, I was gonna say I live my life knowing that people are annoyed with me. Like your average person that has to just listen to me rant about random stuff is probably going to be annoyed because I'm very opinionated.
Right.
And and when I get in those modes, I like to say things that I know are controversial sometimes.
Perfect.
So it's like I like to mess with people.
Yes.
I can't help it. I don't like awkward silences. Like, you ever been at the school when you go to pick up your kid and then the parents will just stand there and you're standing next to these parents and they don't say anything. Everyone's just staring off into the distance. And I'm just like, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why. I just don't want to stand there and not say anything to anybody. So it's like, I just end up boiling out of myself. Like, hey, how's everybody doing today?
Right. Anyone ever hit a squirrel with their car or something?
Yeah. You ever felt terrible about that? I remember one time.
Also, because we gotta get to our last two songs, but people have noticed probably that there's a MCTV Spring Break logo on the screen. We're going to be talking more about that as the weeks progress, but I definitely want people to go to that website and check it out because we're going to be announcing artists pretty soon. You can buy tickets there, and what it is essentially MCTV bringing back the old MTV Spring Break, if you remember on TV. And it's all synthwave, 80s oriented, retro. It's going to be pretty bananas. I from all the information I've heard from them, the down payments he's put down, the aerial shots of the island, everything, it's pretty incredible. It's not really an island. It is, but it's like a footbridge, over to it. There's a question I had for him. But yeah, it's in Daytona. There's more information on that site, and I'll throw it in the chat here. But
it's island adjacent.
Yeah, but I like when we start releasing names and stuff like that, we'll go more into it. I'll feature some tracks by these people and everything to really kind of give it some more energy. But I wanted to make sure I mentioned this. This is going to be up on our screen for the next couple months. So definitely check that out. if you have any interest, and if you're an artist who's interested in playing, there is room available, and there's some cool perks to being an artist and going to this that you can talk to James, the owner, about. So definitely check out the website for more information, and we'll talk about this more in the coming weeks, like I said. But Dom, I appreciate you very much. I love doing the show with you. I can't believe we're coming up on 1 year in 2 episodes. 52 episodes.
I
is gonna be
know, right?
Out of no
and
time.
we have a very, very special guest that I'm waiting. You'll be all excited. Don't worry.
Yeah, that guest canceled. So
yeah, right.
It's featured. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if it was me, if I was the guest for a 1 year anniversary on our own show? Yes, everybody, the time you've all been waiting for, the memory design episode.
Yes, it's finally happening.
It's finally happening, and I'm just indignant and annoying the whole time and pompous, and I'm just like, I'm sighing whenever you ask me something, and I'm like, any other question?
So what's the question? You're like,
right.
I mean, it's like,
I don't write music, I create art. Right.
I pull it from the ether. Okay, I literally pull it from the ether, and then it transfers from the ether to my brain, down to my fingers, and into your ears. So that's how that works.
Exactly. So So that's gonna no. So we're gonna be announcing.
When you listen to me, it's like listening to divine work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
hearing my music is like looking at artwork on the wall or
You're
something
welcome.
like that.
You're welcome. Just say that every time. After every song ends, I'm just like, "You're welcome."
Right. You're welcome. Or you describe it like, I've heard it similar to. You have kids. Do you remember seeing your child's birth? That's how the last person described it to me. And you're like,
yeah, right. They were like, my album is really just about being reborn and listening to my album. You know what I mean?
Right. And then you hear it, and the album's just awful, like objectively terrible in every way.
Like I said, it's like clinks and clinks. And do you remember I think I sent you something a while ago where this guy was like how people always talk about making their own samples and then using them in track.
Yeah. Right.
I think I sent you something a while ago, but it's like this guy using all these like absurd things like a chainsaw and stuff like that. And then at the track at the end is just like ridiculous and absurd, and it's bad. Right. And it's very funny. So, but yeah, it's something like that, that's what I'm like bringing to the table.
Right. Right. Well, we've already spoiled all the surprises then for these guests coming up.
Gosh.
So
it's going to be good though. No, like I said, the 1 year show, everybody's going to be pretty stoked about it, I think.
Absolutely. We got 7 minutes left, so I gotta go on to our last outro songs. But Don, I appreciate you. I love everyone in the chat.
I appreciate you too. Everybody, be nice to each other. Be nice to other people. Be nice to yourself. Love you guys.
All right, love you guys too. We'll see you all next week. Later, everyone.